So in today's video, I'm about to show you how to convert one of these plant pots into a pond filter. Having one of these instead of the filter boxes can actually do you benefits. One, it looks better. Two, you could design it for easy maintenance. So doing cleaning it could be really easy. So we'll talk about the things that you will need first, and then we'll talk about the things you actually need and actually build it. So the one thing is the plant pot. Then obviously, media. So in this case I got sponges, I got nets where I'm gonna put the media in so get rip out washing the bucket quite easily. The other thing then which you want for easy maintenance is a Y turn, a Y splitter. Usually they got two of these red things, which are the ones down below. Now the reason why we need this for is because I'm going to put this down in the bottom. So the valve will be shut, and obviously there'll be all input. So input will go into the water, into the filter box even, up for the filter box, out for the filter, back to the pond. And obviously then when she wants to change the water or even just clean it for easy maintenance, what we can do is turn it on and then the water will be spinning. I will do an example once it's actually done and ready to be used. So from your back you should something like that. It's where you got your U splitter, which then is your input and as well as your output to do easy maintenance, which now is silicone on the outside as well as the inside. For the front, I decided to do two of the whites, two of the longer ones, and then one pointing down. So once it's all been silicone nice and dry, all we need to do now is to wash the new media out, as well as the inside of the pond. So at the moment the pond's just having a food, it's just having the dinner as they're slowly getting back into the pond season. So like right now I just washed out the media. So I end up using the holes, as this is, brand new media anyway, so it's not going to be a big deal. And I'm also adding old media, pre-cycled media, in with the new. It's going to be right by just giving it a quick wash of the holes. So I washed it all out, and what I did then is watch the water drift out from the outputs, or the inputs, well, input and output, to make sure then the water's coming nice and crystal clear. As soon as that water comes up nice and clear, I stopped. I also give the sponges a quick wash down. And the reason why I do that is to make sure that the chemicals or anything from the factories that build this media are not going to get in the pond and actually injure the fish, even though they shouldn't. But giving a quick little rinse is going to do a real good, just to be on the safe side, just a little bit. So obviously that tub isn't even about halfway full. I reckon with the next lot of media it will be about halfway full. So there's a lot more media already in that tub and there's in this one. So obviously this is the sponges, which obviously looks a bit gross because I haven't cleaned them out. So we're not going to worry about that because that's the sponges. This is bigger media. Actually I think there's a mix of two different types of media in here. But again, because it's bigger media, it's not going to hurt having different types of media or even different types of mix. Like I said, this is going to be used again on the bigger pond. Getting that pond with media that's already been used. Rosie, stop looking at. Stop looking at. Stop being used. Right, Rosie, stop. Media that's going to go on a new pond is going to help pre-cycle that new pond quicker and faster. It's like now with this stuff, I'm not going to bother to clean. I'm going to just chuck it straight in the tub because all that dirty stuff has become really handy for our brand new media. So I'm going to chuck that media into there and we get started. I got the biomedia in from the old filter into the new filter, and I got this Biofilter, or like this Fast, which then is going to help to keep that water crystal clear. Then what I am going to do then, just to protect that from the plant's roots, and just is to add a sponge on top. There's just a bit leftover sponge I had, so I'm going to just put a bit of plaster in it. And then we'll put plants on top of the plant pot. And this then is going to look like a amazing job. I'll show you another finishing touch. So now the finishing project should look something like this. So even though the water's not coming out strong at the other one, but I think that one's because it's slightly higher. So when it does rain and kind of all flows, they will go back up to the pond. I did have this slight leak on the back, which like I used a bit of silicone and managed to stop it. So I will have to keep my eyes on the next couple of days, but I imagine that's going to be gory. Actually, I just need to leak again. But I'll keep my eyes on a better day. Doesn't mean that's a bit glittery, so that might actually wash off. Some like your finishing project, once you get your plants, like you probably get 9 of them tubs, and you perfectly find the plant tubs. And now that absolutely well, because the roots will actually grow down through the media and grab all that waste. And obviously, once you want to clean it, or even drain the pond, you got a simple turn on. What else you want to do in the pond? Yeah, so it makes the pond simple, easy way to drain it. It also makes cleaning that filter a good way. But obviously we don't want to clean it or even drain the pond. But generally, that looks better. Generally, I think next time around I will place these black. I think maybe I'll go with a 3 elbow pair of the 2 straights and an elbow. I think that elbow just looks so much better in my eyes. Kind of looks more like a tap, to be honest. But I'm actually pretty happy because there's only 1 leak. Nice the back, which I thought it might be. I did my best with silicone one in the house. But that's something I gotta do next time, is to do a better job on the silicone. As well as do the things, like I said, having the 3 elbows and black. And obviously you couldn't just cut out a slot in the tub on the plant pot, but obviously I think that to me looks better. As well as I definitely would use black silicone, as I can see the white silicone on the elbow. So it's been about 24 hours since this filter plant pot has been up and running on this pond, and generally it is, I think the water quality is slightly better than it was. It still looks quite crystal clear in the pond, even though the pond in the first place is already crystal clear. So generally cannot complain when something is already being crystal clear, it's still crystal clear. Like, look at the water coming off there. Obviously that one doesn't really work right, and I think that's my fault because that was slightly higher than the other tools. But that's okay, because when it rains, or like when these two get blocked up, because then that will act as a emergency output if needs to be. But generally, the pond's doing okay. Fish are loving it. Fish are loving the extra water sample. I think they like not really the sound, but like maybe the water movement. So something to kind of bear in mind. Once you get some plants on the top, you get some more plants. So eventually you can't even see any of the sponges. I think another 4, and that would cover up really nicely and well. So them plants are going to grow lovely in the spring. But generally, pond's happy. Filter box is doing what she said. I'm happy. There still is a slight leak to it, but there's nothing to worry about. It's not poured out, which is the main thing. But again, I'll probably need to patch up in the future. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.